Listen, this title says 8 ways to grow your email list, and I promise that's what I'm going to deliver. I talk often about email marketing, tips, hacks, and ways to grow your list. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and even hit the little bell to be notified when I post next. Now let's talk about 8 ways to grow. I'm in Mexico City, and the question comes from Janet, who asks, Phil, how can I grow my email list? Thanks. Good question, Janet. In fact, it's such a good question that I have turned the answer into a free checklist for you, Janet, and for everyone else that is interested. This checklist includes twice as many tips as I'm going to give you today, designed as a checklist so that you can work your way through it and ensure that you are doing all that you can to grow. The link to that checklist is in the description below. As well, I recently launched an online course all about email marketing. This course, which took me over 60 hours to create, will teach you how to implement email marketing tactics to save you time and earn a profit online. You will learn how to entice signups and keep them happy, positioning you for maximum growth. I will link to that below as well. Now, 8 ways to grow your list. Let's start with what I would consider to be the most important way. Way number 1, make email marketing a priority. What do I mean by this? Well, social media is great, but there are also some challenges with it. Platforms completely control the access that you have to your own followers, which isn't ideal. Remember a few years ago when Facebook changed its algorithm and pandemonium ensued? Instagram, owned by Facebook, has also had algorithm changes, and it has upset creators. Whether you agree with algorithm changes or not the point of this video, the indisputable fact is that platforms own the access you have to your subscribers, followers, and fans, and they can decide at any point how visible your posts are. Email marketing, on the other hand, is not this way. I can't guarantee that someone is going to open your email, but if we follow some best practices and strategies, we'll increase the likelihood that they'll open it and they'll at least receive it. Now, how often, for example, do people change their email address? That's my point. Not that often. While email marketing isn't nearly as exciting as other online marketing platforms, I think it's the most important because it gives you the greatest access that you have to your audience, and that's why you should prioritize it. Now, if you want to grow on email, you need to make it a priority. This is important regardless of being a personal brand or a company brand. It is important for everyone, every kind of brand. Now we'll talk about your audience, my next way to grow. Way number 2, convert website traffic by making your opt-in a focus. Ideally, your email opt-in is above the fold on your website. And in other words, that means visible before the user has to click or scroll. And I'm going to show you an example using my own website. My email opt-in is above the fold, meaning the strongest call to action that people see on my website is before I ask them to scroll or click or go anywhere. This gets a user on my list. That's what I want you to do. Because for me, I'm a services business, a brand strategist offering a branding service. This opt-in leads to an automated sequence where I learn and tag about the user's interests based on their needs. So I target and sell accordingly. The point here, don't hide that email opt-in on your website. In fact, do the opposite of hiding it. I think it's way more important for you to use that above the fold screen real estate strategically. Getting them signed up and onto your list, this is far more important than having them follow you on Instagram or click to learn more about you on your About page. Get them on your list. Now let's move on to the next way. Way number 3, write for one person instead of writing for many. Now we're going to take a second to talk specifically about the emails that you send your list. Even if you're going to be emailing a lot of people at once, which hopefully you are, I recommend avoiding the use of phrases that make it sound like you're addressing a lot of people at once. You want people to feel like you're communicating directly with them. So avoid phrases like, "Hi all," or "Dear valued clients." Right? These insinuate that you're speaking to a lot of people, and we don't want that. Here's what you should do instead. Draft your email opener like it's going to one single person. Imagine that person in your head. When you're actually writing your draft, write the first name of that very specific person in your draft and imagine emailing them. At the end, you'll obviously want to replace their first name with a merge tag so it places the correct name of that person if you've collected that information. Then you're ready to click send. The email will feel more personal. It'll feel that way to your audience because you've taken the time to actually think about addressing one person instead of a crowd. People are more likely to stick around and be interested in future emails that you send, or even click reply and continue the conversation. I've gotten many clients this way, so this isn't necessarily a way to grow your list by the numbers. It certainly helps you grow your bank account, or at least your subscribers' interest and loyalty. Now on to the next way. Way number 4, learn the ins and outs of your email marketing platform. There are many email marketing tools out there, and I'll list some of the popular ones. Are you ready? It's a long list. MailChimp, ConvertKit, Aweber, ActiveCampaign, Constant Contact, HubSpot, Salesforce, Keep, Klaviyo, Squarespace Email, and honestly, that list goes on. The platform you use doesn't really matter. They all do relatively the same thing. Of course, they vary. Features, packages, prices, those are going to vary between platforms, but here's what I think. It matters more what you do with your preferred service than necessarily what service you use. If you're new to email marketing and you want my recommendation on where to start, I would probably point you to MailChimp or ConvertKit. MailChimp, at the time of recording this video, is free for users that have less than 2,000 subscribers. You'll have limited features unless you start paying for it, but it might be a great way to get started. ConvertKit is my personal favorite. It's the best and easiest platform to use to send plain text style emails. That means sending an email that looks like a normal email. That's what I do. I find that by sending emails that don't look like advertisements, I get a much higher click and open rate. So there's a recommendation if you want it. I'll link to both MailChimp and ConvertKit in the description below. And note, I'm probably going to use my affiliate link, which means that they might pay me or they might give me a free month. And if they do that and you use it, thank you. The most important takeaway here, whichever platform you settle on, learn it, study it, read about it, and try things so that you can become an expert at it. It matters more what you do with the platform. Doesn't really matter which platform you use. Okay, now on to my next way. Way number 5, promote your email list in unexpected places. It's common to see email newsletter signups in the pre-footer of websites, and that's a good place for it, but it shouldn't be the only place. Think about other places that you can hyperlink people to. What about customizing your Instagram bio link? That's exactly what I do. Here, take a little look. Here's my Instagram profile, and I'll go ahead, tap my link in bio that usually stays philpallen.co/Instagram, and I customize what's offered on this page. Right now, it's my personal brand formula worksheet, but that changes often to keep it fresh. This freebie will get you signed up to my email list, and I'll talk about freebies in just a moment. So your Instagram link in bio is a great way to promote your email list sign up. Also consider other social media platform links like Twitter, Pinterest, and Facebook. Those all get visibility and traffic depending on how active you are on those platforms. I also recommend adding a sign up link to your email signature. Think about how many individual emails you send on a daily basis. That is free real estate to grab someone's attention. My best advice, think outside the box about how you can maximize visibility and entice subscribers. Now on to the next way. Way number 6, leverage an audience of somebody else. Doing a reciprocal freebie swap with a friend or a colleague, just like I've done recently. In fact, I've done it multiple times. Ideally, this person is someone who's got a similar audience or like-minded subscribers. Way number 7, create something that you can give away for free. Now we call this a freebie or an opt-in, and I've mentioned this term a few times already in this video. Simply offering a way for people to get on your newsletter is just not enough anymore. No one actually wants to be on your newsletter unless you've got a brand or a product that they absolutely love. I wouldn't assume that they're gonna go there willingly to sign up. Most people get pummeled with emails, and we don't want any more. I am one of those people. However, if you offer something useful, something valuable, something enticing. It might grab their attention and convince them to give you their email in exchange for what you're offering. Now, I don't really have time in this video to go into detail on figuring out what people want so that you can create accordingly. However, I do go into detail in this in my course if you're interested. Start by realizing that you need to create something, an ebook, a checklist, or a worksheet, something that people find valuable. So valuable that they're willing to pay for it in the form of giving you their email address. Finally, I've got one more way. Way number 8, experiment with more than one opt-in or freebie. To continue the discussion here, I don't think that you should just count on one freebie or opt-in. My list has doubled in the last 6 months, and I will tell you my secret to how it happened. I run several freebies all at once, and you'll notice this from the majority of my YouTube videos. Of course, I want you to watch my YouTube video and enjoy what you watch, but I'm more motivated to get you signed up for my email list where I can keep in closer contact with you. That's why on videos like this, I offer a freebie, and I've got different freebies depending on the different topics that I tackle in videos. Some perform better than others, and I'm happy about this because it enables me to test and learn what my audience wants and what they respond to. That intel is something I consider when I'm creating new products or services. So there you have it. 8 ways to grow your email subscribers. If you enjoyed this video, there is more where that came from. Don't forget to download my free checklist with twice as many tips that I've given you today. The link is in the description below. As well, I'm linking to my course, Email Mastery, down below, which will teach you how to attract and convert your subscribers, and I teach it in a whole lot more detail. Videos, worksheets, bonuses, it's all there. Now, I want to know, which email platform do you use? Do share below, and even I encourage you to share the link to get into your list or your opt-in for your newsletter so that other people can check it out. That's yet another way that you could creatively drive some new eyeballs to what you work very hard on creating. And if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more practical advice to looking good online. Expect more videos from me in the future on this topic, email marketing. It's one that I love and feel strongly about. Thank you so much for watching. I will link to a few videos that I've made on this topic recently next. Check them out.